actually, or Zero's actually going to see this with that Overlord. He's just crawling into that natural, and he sees the Robo Bay and turns immediately. And yeah, Stork getting a nice little scout out with his Corsair as well, seeing everything. Going in the bottom right, going to the top right, you're going to see everything else that's there as well. Second Corsair has been produced, so I mean that's at least an inkling that this is at least going to be a moderately powerful or moderately committed Corsair build. But he saw the Robo Base, so he knows exactly what's coming his way right now. Unless, yeah, it's got to be Corsair Reaver. It's really only a logical thing to do, unless he's like suspecting lurkers, which would just be out of this world, not right. So we got 4 Zealots and a Probe out to support in an attack here at the bottom right. Looks like they're pushing towards that position. Zero just trying to bide some time. Zero just trying to maybe pick off that Probe, losing a couple Zerglings in that effort. Maybe he's also trying to solidify the 6 o'clock position. That's also conceivable, that he's going to try and take that base as his third gas. It looks like actually that is what he's going to be doing with those 4 Zealots to defend. And he's going to throw up some cannons there, going to take his third gas. And we're seeing some different unique ways for Protoss players to maybe get a third base in this game nowadays. We've seen Jangbi and a couple other Protosses using Reavers and Dark Templars, High Templars in a defensive manner to take their third bases. Now we're seeing Stork, a Corsair Reaver, but actually using the Corsairs in a defensive manner. And actually he needs to take off these Scourge. He does not want to lose his new Corsairs to Scourge. But yeah, he's using them in a defensive manner to try and take his third base using the early Zealot pressure. It's an interesting little strategy there. I think Protoss players are just very, very happy once they get to that third base that they're willing to allow Zerg to possibly expand to a fourth base, especially on this map where if they take the 12 o'clock position, that is 3 distinct areas of the map for Zerg to defend. So on this map, if Zerg was to take a fourth base, it would probably be the mineral only at the 3 o'clock position, because they don't want to take that 12 o'clock position right at this moment. There's just too many places to defend and not enough forces. There's no way. You don't have hive tech, you don't have your knives canals yet, so you can't really afford to do that sort of thing, and you really need to keep your Hydras together, so it makes it really difficult to do that kind of an attack. Looks like we finally got a shuttle out, not speed upgraded quite yet. We got Corsair and a shuttle, got enough Corsairs, we got that shuttle out. Actually, that shuttle does look like it's speed upgraded. Never mind there. And one of the Scourge does land, but that Corsair is still alive, key and aft. And there's 6 Corsairs in the air right now. I didn't get a chance to see whether there was +1 upgrade on it or not. Fortunately, I didn't take a look at that closely enough. But yeah, this Reaver is going to be used to defend, actually. Once again, we're not even seeing Corsair Reaver on the attack. We're seeing this Reaver on the defense right now. But it looks like he might be moving across to the bottom right now, which would be good for him. Yeah, he is moving to the bottom right. He's going to run into some Hydras. He's got to be careful. Okay, yeah. Oh no, be careful with that shuttle. Oh, yeah, it stays alive. Oh, geez, gotta be so careful with that shuttle. Stork. 54 HP left maybe on it. Can't see it for sure. 84, I don't know. And some Corsairs coming into the main, into the natural, picking up some Scourge, looking for OVs, going OV hunting. And this was actually Jangbi's strategy, only he would do it with 2 Stargates. He would produce a ton of Corsairs and just go OV hunting, kill as many OVs as he can, limit the production of his Zerg opponent, and then he would take his third base and defend it with Reavers. That was Jangbi's style on this map, and it looks like Stork's doing a modified version of that, producing a lot of Corsairs, only off of 1 Stargate this time, and also producing Reavers. So I mean, he's gonna use his take his gas as his third base, whereas Jangbi would usually take that mineral only on his side of the map. But yeah, definitely similar builds from both of these Samsung Khan Protosses. So you gotta wonder if they kind of came up with this build together. They both liked it a lot, especially on this map. And yeah, got to see some nice similarities between those players. We got a couple more Reavers produced, so these Reavers are actually going to make it quite difficult for Zero to push in with just a pure Hydralisk army. The one Reaver at the bottom may be kind of weak, but 2 Reavers at the main is going to be more than enough. And it looks like a Reaver and 2 Dark Templar. 2 Dark Templar have been picked up now, and some Hydra is able to pick off one of the Corsairs. There is still several Corsairs around, and this shuttle looks like it might go out on its own, which would be very, very dangerous for it to do something like that. And these Corsairs need to be careful. Oh my god, these Corsairs are going to get picked up. It looks like 2 more get picked off, so we're down to 3 Corsairs right now. And Stork really needs to produce some more Corsairs in order to escort this shuttle around, otherwise he's going to run into some problems. And we've got a big drop coming in. A ton of Hydros have been picked up. by these Overlords, going for a big drop, and we'll see if these Corsairs are kind of in position, if they can see it, if the Corsairs do see it, and they're going to come in here. Oh my god, this is going to be awful for Zero. Zero's going to lose tons of Hydralisks, and those Reavers are in perfect position to combat this. That drop did absolutely nothing. He's going to lose tons of Overlords. Those DTs coming in. Stork with a masterful defense, but Stork's got to be careful. Doesn't want to lose all of his Corsairs. Yeah, he's pulling back 3 of them, lost a couple of them, but I'm doing masterful defense there with DTs and Reavers, and Zero taking a big hit now, and only just now taking his mineral only, so falling behind economically now as well as having a big failure of an attack here. We do have a couple Scourge out that could actually run into the shuttle, and if that happens, that could be really bad. I wish Zero had actually dropped in the main rather than at the natural. I think he would have had a lot more success there, but he didn't decide to do so. We got a couple DTs being dropped in the main now, but there's the Spore colony up as well as a couple sunks, or one sunk anyway, so not going to have too much success unless maybe at the northern area he might be able to find some room there. And yeah, not a whole lot. Probably going to be able to pick off a couple drones if he wishes. Yeah, it looks like it has 2 kills, and the DT in the natural maybe got 2 as well, and it looks like actually the DT might be able to start picking at this Spire, unfortunately, so he's going to need to produce some, bring back a couple Hydras and pick off this DT before I can pick off that Spire. Yeah, that Spire was within about 4 hits of dying, so that was pretty close actually. We've got a High Templar and a Reaver now. That's